Hey, happy hempsters. Welcome to the show. I know we took a little hiatus there for a little bit. We've been going nonstop here. So it was hard to find the time to actually get a recording in. So thanks for your patience. But yes, this is our latest episode.
You're Dee Dee Taylor.
I am Dee Dee Taylor.
Yeah, so we were sponsors for the Pegasus or the Derby Festival.
Yeah, Kentucky Derby Festival.
Yeah,
so
everything
at all the events, and then I had some personal issues happen. So we can talk about that briefly. I don't mind sharing with our listeners, but my poor husband ended up having a seizure in April, and it was kind of weird and out of the blue, and just kind of happened, and it. All the stress for him and for me, and he usually ends up having a little bit of depression from it, because just when he thinks he's never going to have another one again, he'll have, you know what I mean? So it was kind of rough April for us. And then not even 30 days later, he had another one on May 5th. And he's had all the tests, nothing, they can't find anything wrong with this man. He's healthy as a horse. I have a theory that it could be his sugar bottoming out in the mornings. So, because that's the only time he has
he been checking his blood sugar?
No, but you think I need one of those little that pricks himself? I don't know if he won't. He won't like
it's
that.
not that bad. I mean, you only really have to do it a few times just to see if it is that.
I think that's what it is. I swear I do. I could probably get. He said he'd rather have one of those patches that stays on. Well, have you seen those for diabetics?
Yeah.
I would almost rather him have that too, because any other time they check that, he's fine. His sugars are fine. Well, his A1C levels are fine. Everything.
He doesn't need that. So.
Well, but I swear I think it's his blood sugar in the mornings, just low, not high, but low, like super low, and that's causing that.
It totally could.
Theories. I have lots of theories.
You have to go through what it is and to find out what it is.
Yes, MRI came back perfectly fine. CAT scan came back perfectly fine. EKG perfectly fine. All of his blood work, all fine. So to me, it's got to be something nutrition, and I think sugar. So that's my theory. So I've been having him drink a little shot of orange juice ever since. I'm like, just have a swig of it in the morning. You know, if it keeps you from having a seizure, I'll buy you all the orange juice in the world, because they're horrible. They're horrific. They are horrific, and I don't wish them on anybody or see a loved one go through them. And it makes things super stressful for both of us. And I don't want to take away from my husband, because it happened to him, but he doesn't know what he's like.
Right.
You know what I mean? So he doesn't know like what I'm feeling or what I see and what I see him go through. So it's rough.
And you don't want to record that. I don't think anybody wants to see themselves.
And I wouldn't want to show that to anybody. No. And oh God, I think that would just break his heart.
I think it would.
Do you know what I mean? Because he has no clue. I'd rather just keep it that way. I mean, I've thought about it mostly just to time it, really, but I look at the clock the whole time. Like the whole time. But yeah, no, I couldn't record that on him. No. And he doesn't know who he is when he's coming to. And that's just, to me, that's just mean. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't want that out there in the meta world. Or whatever. No.
Get released.
Yeah, no. But so anyway, that's kind of why we've had a little bit of a hiatus on our podcast. So my apologies. But he's doing fine. I mean, the man's been working out. He's been losing weight. I mean, all the good things. So there's a part of me too that he could be under some stress that he just doesn't realize he's in. He's been doing some extra things for somebody, and I think that could have something to do with it too. Who knows? But anyway, we all know how stress can manifest itself and hurt your body. You know that firsthand too. Exactly. So who knows? It could be a number of anything, multiple things that could be causing it. But I just try to go play golf, dude. Go play golf. Go relax. Go have some more CBD, because I got him up, I think, to like a max dose now, and I don't care. I just keep giving him more. But hopefully he starts going on a different path, and we can figure that out.
But yeah, at least he's not taking all those prescriptions that would
yeah.
cause all the bad things to happen, with his liver and kidneys and things like that. So.
And of course, because the one in April, he actually hit his head. So we ended up going to the VA. Because, you get a head wound, and I'm sorry, but God only knows what that could lead to later. So I always get that checked out if he happens to hit his head. And he did, and there was blood involved too. I'm not a blood person. There's a reason I wasn't a nurse. But we went to the VA, and they checked him, and everything was fine. But it's just, of course, they wanted to put him on Keppra, and he's like, no. They even had the pharmacist come in and talk to him, and he's like, no, I don't like the side effects. And the pharmacist was like, well, it's very minimal side effects, and he's just hell bent not to take them. And I can't force him.
No.
I can't force him to take them. And
because he's already been down that path.
He has already been down that. Not with Keppra, but he's never tried Keppra. He was on Lamictal, Dilantin, and phenobarbital. So he was on a crazy ass cocktail, and those drugs were killing him. More so, I think, than the seizures. But that's when he was super dad too, and doing everything on his own. So he has a different life now. You know what I mean? But I mean, I've heard good things out of Keppra. I even talked to one of my pharmacist friends, and she was a guest at one point, Dr. Amber Can. I love her. Hope she listens.
I
knows how much I love her. But she and I talked briefly about Keppra, and she said that the biggest side effect is just drowsiness and being tired. Well, John goes, that's it. He goes, I'm already tired all the time. I don't want to take a med to make me even more tired. And I mean, he has a CPAP. So his sleep apnea, I think, has something to do with it too, and his tiredness and all that. And he's getting older. And I'm sorry, man, I hate to be the one to break it to you, but the older you get, the less testosterone you have. So for all you guys listening, go get your T checked. Yeah. If you're like super tired, and it doesn't even matter if you can still get it up or not, it has nothing to do with testosterone. Well, it does. But that's not just your low on, that's not the only thing that tells you you're low on testosterone. But if you're super tired, I'd say 50 and up, usually it's a low T thing. So that's my thought on that too. We're gonna leave that there because my husband might get a little upset me talking about this stuff. Well, I doubt he listens.
Well, it's so frustrating because you all have come so far. I mean, you've built businesses on finding that cure for his seizures. So
and I won't call it a cure.
Well, exactly, not a cure, but I mean, in comparison to what he was going through before. So
it's helped immensely.
It is frustrating when you feel like you're taking a step back and you're like, well, what is causing that? So.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. It's just frustrating because I'm I have to know why. Why? You know what I mean? And trying to and in my head, it's settled down now, but after the first one, I'm going through everything. Well, the second one, in less than 30 days, are you kidding me? I'm like, what did he do? Did he do this? Did he do that? In my head, I'm going through all these things and trying to figure it out. And I'm not a doctor. I'm not a neurologist. I don't have any.
But you know him very, very well.
I do. And I know his habits, and I know what he does and what he doesn't do. And at first I thought maybe it was alcohol that was causing issues, because that can happen, especially for people that are prone to seizures. You really shouldn't drink alcohol. I mean, you just shouldn't. You should have a good diet. Try and stay away from too much sugars. I mean, just exercise, workout, all the stuff that normal people should do anyway, not just people with seizures. But I don't know that there's any correlation to it. And he's not, even when he does he only has a couple beers. So how in the world a couple beers could cause a seizure is beyond me. So I really don't think that's it, because he's drank other times and never had a seizure. Right. So I don't necessarily think that's a correlation either. Gosh. Thank God he doesn't do hard alcohol. Then I would say it does. So I would change that. But no, so I don't know. So it's just been kind of crazy for us. And then lots of fucking legislative stuff going on.
Yeah, this episode, I guess, is going to be entitled Stress, because this is what's been stressing Dee Dee out for a while. These regulations that are coming down the pipe. So.
Oh my God, y'all. So way back when, House Bill 544 we worked to get common sense legislation passed so we could, because we won our Delta 8 lawsuit in the state of Kentucky, and we worked with the governor's office and with local legislators. Rebecca Raymer, Representative Raymer, she wrote these regulations. And in the bill, it's 21 and up, behind the counter. You got to have proper labeling. You got to do your COAs. And it gave a provision in there for the cabinet to work on further regulations. Well, the cabinet took it to the fucking extreme, y'all. And I'm going to cuss in this because when I read through this new set of regs that they have since sent out, I am just absolutely appalled and floored by the shit that they put in there. First of all, for all you that didn't sign up originally to sell these products on their website that doesn't even give you a confirmation that you did it, mind you, because I ended up doing it twice and I never got a confirmation registered as being a retailer selling products. But if you didn't do that, these regs were dated April 24th, 2024. And if you didn't sign up by April 27th, I'm not kidding you, you owe $2,000 to be a licensed retailer for this year.
So that is a hemp retailer. If you are selling hemp,
Delta 8, Delta 9, adult use cannabinoids. That's what they're calling Delta 8 and Delta 9 and others. They're called adult use cannabinoids now. And if you didn't sign up, you are SOL. And the worst part, they put in there that you have to be 1,000 feet from a school. I'm sorry, but most of the hemp retailers have been in business for 5, 6, most not more than that, about 4 or 5 years. There was never that restriction. So you mean to tell me that now all of a sudden you're breaking a law because if you're not 1,000 feet away from a school, unless you signed up prior to April 27th, then they were going to grandfather you in. Well, what about the people that didn't get a copy of these regs and have no fucking idea? So now they're shit out of luck.
Hundreds in Kentucky. So
through the Commonwealth, Beth, I bet there is about 10,000 stores that sell these products. And that is a low ball guesstimate, truly. Because not only are they being sold,
stations, right, liquor stores,
gas stations, vape stores, wellness centers.
So I guarantee you they have not signed up.
100% guaranteed.
So tell your friends that own these stores.
Yeah, you definitely need to read the regs. It's 902 KAR 45012E. And they have them for the hemp dispensaries, retailers, so the retail establishments. They have them for the processors, and then they have them for the labs. And there's so much stuff that you have to read and go through. Not only a $2,000 fee per year to be a licensed retail establishment, but it's $200 per SKU per product. So that means $200 per product. You have to include your label. You have to include your Q&R code. There's a whole bunch of stuff you have to include.
That's on adult use cannabinoids.
Adult use cannabinoids. Delta 8,
not
Delta
full
9,
spectrum
HHC.
CBD. Okay. So
Just wait. There's more rules for that too. But then also they're trying to say that you got to pay another $250 for every event you go to. What the fuck, people?
We do a lot of events.
We do a lot of events. I feel like this is directed right at me.
It kind of does seem that.
Doesn't it? Like, here, bitch. Here you go. Let's just throw some more fees on you. You're making all this money. But you know what? A lot of these community events, I don't make shit. They're community events.
It's mostly
I'm going there to educate.
Right.
I'm not going there to necessarily sell products. So for me to pay another $250 to be at an event and the event fees, man, that is bullshit. If I can't even express how much bullshit that is.
So this is the Cabinet for Health and Human Services that is going to oversee this.
Yes.
So they're saying these fees are going into for operation purposes.
For enforcement. Yes,
enforcement,
operations.
Right.
See, that's the thing. Here's the kicker. The General Assembly and the legislators didn't allot any money for any of this.
Right.
So they're trying to get it out of all the small businesses that are selling these products. So first off, our state has a fucking surplus of funds in their general whatever it is. There's plenty of money in there.
So if you add new regulations, you should be able to fund it, enforce.
Out of all the money that's already sitting there from taxpayers, not trying to take it out of fucking small businesses. That's ridiculous. It is so ridiculous. It makes me want to puke. Like I helped write the regs. I'm all for regs.
Sense, right?
But what are you? Yeah. It's money. It's all about fucking money and greed. They even talk about it in there, like how much it's going to cost to enforce all this stuff. 1.5 million, whatever. Well, not only do processors have to pay to get licensed through the Kentucky Department of Agriculture, they also have to get a license through the Cabinet for Health and Family Services and go through all that shit. And it's another $3,000 fee. No,
you can't afford to be in business. There will not be any new.
It makes me think that they just want to completely get rid of all hemp in Kentucky. Tacking on all these fees to this shit. I mean, and then they said that all persons located out in another state or country who deliver, ship, or cause or ship anything shall hold a valid hemp cannabinoid wholesaler or distributor permit, and that's $1,000, by the way. How the fuck are they going to get Charlotte's Web to pay that fee? Or Mood, because those are all that damn companies all over Facebook selling their shit,
shipping all over the country,
all over. So how the hell are they going to enforce that? Like, that is such bullshit. And then to only give anybody 3 days to get registered when it didn't even hit my desk until May 1st. I don't know, but that kind of sounds like a lawsuit to me. I am so not happy with all of this stuff. But, however, if you all want to get on and make public comments, there is a period for doing that. June 24th at 9 a.m. It is a Zoom call. You can get on there and express your feelings about all of this bullshit. And by all means, please read the regs so you know exactly what to say and voice your opinion. There won't be any arguing. You literally just say what you don't like about this, what you want changed about this, how this is going to hurt all of the small retailers. And please know that myself and the rest of the Kentucky Hemp Association, we are working on this. So don't think this is just going to get pasted to the wayside or whatever. But it is, you need to email Krista Quarles. She's the policy analyst. And her email is C as in Charlie, H as in hell, F as in Frank, S as in Sam, regs, REGS, @ky.gov. Send her an email, tell her you want a Zoom link to be a part of that meeting on June 24th at 9 o'clock. Again, that email is chfsregs@ky.gov. Obviously, I'm going to be on there. I won't be cussing. I'll at least try not to. And I have my list of all of my issues with all of this bullshit.
Because, they don't do this for alcohol, or firearms.
Or cigarettes. I mean, right. And here's the thing. We already, if you're selling vapes in the state of Kentucky, you're already paying a fucking extra fee.
There's lots of licenses.
Yeah, lots of extra license for that. There's extra fees for that, extra taxes. If you want to keep this from being sold to kids, if that truly is what they're trying to do, which I call bullshit.
That's what they keep saying.
That's what they always say. That's every legislator's excuse. It's bullshit. Keep it out of the damn gas stations. That's who you should keep it from being sold at, because they're the ones. No, I don't want to say this, but I'm not going to. I'll keep that to myself. But they are the ones that do not card for vapes. They sell hemp flower. They sell pre-rolls. They sell all of that stuff at gas stations, and all
high milligram cannabinoid
so
blends.
crazy
I don't know
that
what
it's
you're
gonna
buying.
Like, it is too much. It is too much. It is so dangerous, and people do not understand that part. But there was this, I think we talked about this in the last podcast, about the Skittles that this little boy got. Because the mom thought they were Skittles. They're just laying right there. She buys them for him. The damn clerk doesn't say anything about it. That kid eats a whole bunch of Delta, whatever it was, infused Skittles, like Skittles, quote unquote. And yeah, he had some issues. He had to go get his stomach pumped, all kinds of shit. Yeah. I mean,
that's how you protect the kids. Don't
right? Don't let them be sold at a damn gas station. I think all these products should be sold at a 21 and up place.
Exactly.
I don't necessarily think that I need to have a special license to sell these products, especially since I've been doing it for almost 8 years now. Not necessarily 502 hemp, but I've been selling these products for over 8 years. Like, that's fucking insane. And to all of a sudden put in there about the 1,000 feet from the school, that's some slick willy shit right there. But that's what they've done. Every time we tell them what our industry should have or what they shouldn't do to us, they add more to it and more fees to it. And that's the problem I have. So every time I go back in there to bitch about something, what they're doing or doing wrong, it seems like they just keep out. And I swear, I feel like it's geared towards myself because I've got such a mouth about it. But I also feel like I'm
the one standing up for everybody. And you're following all of this. And there's a lot of people that aren't.
I know. And it's scary.
Yeah.
And a lot of those people are going to get in trouble. And then they even put in there that they can fine you and they can press criminal charges against you and fine you. Like, come on. Get the hell over yourselves. These are federally legal products. They're even legal in this state based on the lawsuit. So if you want funds to be the enforcers for this stuff, get it from the fucking surplus that we have in this state. And I will commend Governor Beshear for that and for the fact that he has managed to balance our budget and, even gives raises to the teachers that need it. I will totally give him kudos for that. But at the same time, Governor, you need to check on your cabinet because they're about to hurt a lot of small businesses that sell hemp products, that sell legal hemp products, that have been in this business for the right reasons and to do the right things. And it is going to hurt so many people. And a lot of people are going to be out of business because of it. And I don't think
that hurts the consumers.
It does hurt the consumers.
You're cutting down your options, your choices. Yep.
And only if it's approved product. Man, what the hell ever. Like, I should be able to sell whatever damn product I want as long as I know that it's safe and effective and they do the testing. What the hell? I gotta have it approved? Come on. Are you all gonna test it? Like, are you gonna eat it and try it out and make sure it tastes good?
Right.
Whatever. Whatever. I just get so
what's going to get approved? Does it have to come from a tobacco company? Is that the only way?
Oh, snap. Yeah. Probably. Right. Are you kidding? Probably. Because we all know who pays the bills here. Anyway. Yes. So it's one thing. It's always one thing or another. And I get so frustrated because some things just move so slow. And I want things done. If I want them done, I want them done now. I do not like waiting. When I ask somebody to do something, I want it done now.
You are.
I know. I can't help it.
I can't keep up. I gotta work harder to keep up with you. I'm like, I get it done. I'm like low and slow.
I'm like, nope.
And you're like, done now.
I need it done now. I don't want to wait. I want it done now. So yeah, it's hard for me. It's hard for me to be patient. It really is. So I'm testing my patience right now with this, with all of this stuff that we're working on through the Hemp Association. And it's just a little frustrating on my end because obviously it's bullshit and I don't want to waste my time and I don't want to waste retailers' monies on a lawsuit or even on them paying all this kind of stuff. I think it'd be better if they need the money that bad, do a consumer tax, do a hemp tax.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what we do.
That would be okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, we raise the prices to cover that hemp tax. That's what's really going to piss people off because if I'm stuck paying all these fees, how the hell do you think I'm going to be able to recoup? I'll have to increase my prices and then we can get more shitty reviews on Google because of that. And yeah, Like that happened, overpricing, but whatever. Like that's my fault.
Our pricing is great.
Right. MSRPs, but hey, whatever. If you've never owned a business, you wouldn't know. So that's kind of how I will leave that one. We'll just leave that one right there because you've never had a business, you have no clue, and you shouldn't say shit about their pricing. I mean, you really shouldn't.
Well, if you don't want to buy it here, don't buy it here. Don't buy something and then say,
and then
leave a bad Google review. I paid too much.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't make you sound very smart.
I know. Not really. Like, oh, whatever.
Okay.
We'll just let that one go because, because I know better, and so do my customers, and quality matters, and you have to pay for quality. Quality is not cheap, and I'll never, ever go back on that just to make more money and buy something at a cheaper price that hasn't been the testing, that isn't good product, just to make more money. That is not me. That's not who I am. I have integrity, and quality matters, and you have to pay for quality. Quality cost. So that's kind of how I look at that one. But anyway, if you guys have questions about these regs, by all means, reach out to us. info@502hemp.com if you want me to give you that link on who you need to email, or, express your opinions about all this stuff, or need to know what the KAR is. I'm more than happy to share all that information with you. Make sure you like, follow, share, comment, do all the fun things on our socials and on YouTube.
Subscribe.
Yes, make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff. And we're all about education. So if you have questions and you want answers and you want us to talk about something specific on our podcast, by all means, let us know.
Leave us a comment or shoot us an email.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So thanks for listening, everybody. Have a Hempin Happiness wonderful day, and take care of yourselves and each other.